What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Thomas, and today we are discussing everything you need to know about the upcoming Nike X Supreme Clogposite release coming out for week 3 of Supreme Fall Winter 2024. Is this mule sneaker hybrid fire? Is it trash? What do we think it's going to resell for? Let's discuss everything about this upcoming release for Supreme right now. Totally randomly off topic, but I got a new controller, guys, for gaming, and I put a Supreme custom GIF on there, and it probably looks familiar because it's the same GIF I use on my videos. Just wanted to let y'all know that. Before we get started, I want to remind you guys to please hit like on the video and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you get to stay up to date every single time I post and go live. I will be going live this Thursday for the next Supreme drop, September 5th, most likely going for this release right here, along with the other items that come out. So be sure you are subscribed to the channel. We are almost to 3K subs. Once I get to 3,000 subscribers, I will be doing a review of every single Supreme item that I currently own, and maybe a couple stories about some items that I sold or got rid of or lost or whatever. So if you guys are interested in that, please hit subscribe if you aren't already. Let's talk everything Supreme Nike Clogposites now. Okay, so here is the blog post for actually Labor Day. Happy Labor Day, guys. Holy crap, I totally forgot. I mean, I'm off work, which is awesome, but yeah. September 2nd, 2024, Supreme has worked with Nike on a new version of the Clogposite and crew socks for fall 2024. The shoe features a molded upper and midsole, rubber outsole, neoprene tongue, mesh vent at side, co-branded footbed, embroidered logo on tongue, and printed logo on side. Made exclusively for Supreme, the Clogposite and Nike crew sock will be offered in 3 colorways and sold separately. 2 colorways were designed by Drudy Performance and feature unique graphic application, available September 5th in the US and then Asia September 7th. So much stuff right there. Let's do a quick history lesson on the Clogposite before we get into the full video. I feel like it is kind of important. Here is a post on CMT1, Community 1, which is actually the same exact site that posts Supreme drop list, Supreme Community. This must be a different kind of website that they use for talking about sneakers, but here is some of the Clogposites that released back in the day, 2000. It was rebranded in 01 to the Solo Slide, and overall it really got a lot of hate because people thought it was an ugly shoe. Who needs a sneaker mule sandal hybrid? Like, a lot of people said it was a little bit too avant-garde, but it does kind of have a cult following. And I think nowadays with Crocs, with what we've been seeing with all these different collabs and interesting unique sneaker styles, weird sneaker styles, and just like silly graphic and just silly design overall, I think the Clogposite has its place in the current sneaker dichotomy, really, in the current sneaker market. I think it definitely has a place. So if you want to read this full post, I'll put it in the comments down below, I suppose. But let's get into the actual Supreme stuff. Up close shots of the Clogposite right here in the Italian colorway. Drudy Performance, if you don't remember, was one of the livery designers that worked with Supreme and Ducati to actually create the livery on the Ducati bike, as well as the graphics on the helmet. So I believe it's a person who has their own shop that does liveries for MotoGP, I think some auto racing, and it's really unique and interesting that they tapped this person or company yet again to do some interesting Clogposite colorways. Like, I love this Italian themed one. And then you have the blue and yellow, which really remind me of the Renault F1 car from the early 2000s that Fernando Alonso won 2 World Drivers Championships in, which was pretty sick. I'm really digging the yellow and blues. I don't know about you guys, but I also like the green and reds. I think these are so loud. They would be kind of tricky to wear, but I think they're just so unique looking and just really bring something else to the table. The carbon fiber right there. I've always wanted to get some foamposites, but I've never really sprung for the, well, foamposites used to cost $200, and back in the day that was a lot. Now foamposites are like $250, $240. I don't really want to spend that much money on a big ass clunky shoe. You got the matching socks right there for the Italian colorway. He's wearing it with the black ones. I think for a lot of people, the black ones will be the move to go for. They are pretty clean. And I know this will be a very divisive shoe overall, but I've said this so many times when talking about Supreme and Nike. I think when we get these super off the wall weird shoes, it can make it a lot more fun to think about the drop because it's not inherently hype. The Clogposite is getting a little bit of revival from Nike, and I like that they're launching it with Supreme. I don't think they've released any Clogposites in 2024 quite yet. I could be wrong, so correct me, but it is neat that we're seeing them launch them with Supreme, like we saw the Air Max DNs get launched with Supreme before they even came out on sneakers, on Nike, on anywhere. We got it from Supreme first, and I think that's super sick that Supreme kind of still gets that exclusivity to debut new models or new retros, like in this instance right here. I like the gradient on the tongue, that neoprene. What do you guys think for colorway wise? I know this yellow and blue is super loud and in your face. Maybe that wouldn't be the best, but I do like that they have two of these designed by Drudy Performance, and this honestly does look like a pretty comfortable sneaker that you can just slide right on. I wonder what the sizing will be like. It'd probably be smart for us to look at sizing perhaps later on in the week on the live cop. I know a lot of people are definitely going to be asking me, what size should I get? What size should I get? And I'm not going to really know much either. This one's very cool too. The red and green usually looks a little bit too Christmassy, but this, the way it's done with this livery design, and it is kind of the same shape. Yeah, you can see the way they've overlaid the two patterns similar. I think it's the same actually. The red and green though, it does look very Italian. It's not, you know, how the Grinch stole Christmas or whatever. I think the black right here, along with the gradient, does a great job of mixing up the two colors along with the white. It has very good color blocking, and that's why this shoe is just continuously growing on me. It's because, yeah, it's kind of a ugly duckling looking shoe, but if you look at it from certain angles, it's kind of sporty, right? It's got the carbon fiber, it's got the bold colors on it, and if you don't like that, then hey, go with the Supreme design colorway, right? Go with the all black one. It looks like Drudy Performance designed the other two, and then Supreme was like, fuck it, let's do all black. Can't really go wrong with an all black colorway on a sneaker, and I think it looks pretty dope. When I first saw the Clogposite on the sneakers, whatever it's called, the seasonal preview, I saw some of their colorways that looked similar to this, and I was like, they're kind of ugly, man. Like, I don't think I would ever buy those, you know? And it does depend on the retail. Like, if these are gonna be, you know, 200, that might sway me away a little bit, but if these are under 200, I think it's a great deal, a unique model that kind of brings something interesting to the table. We also get socks with it, so here's the socks right here. They look like Nike Elite socks, to be honest, which I feel like Nike Elite socks could definitely come back. It has been so long, and I'm wondering if that'll ever happen, but obviously just get the matching pair for the one that you get, or just get the black one. If you don't even want the Clogposites, go for the black socks. Those are pretty cool. But right now, I think I'm leaning a little bit more towards the red and green one, just because I feel like even though I like the yellow and blue so much more, it would almost be one of those sneakers that just never gets worn. And then of course, like, I could also be persuaded, like, Thomas, you love getting all these crazy colored things, but you're always talking about getting more low-key stuff. Maybe you should just get the black one and do something like that. But in terms of resale, let's get into the hard-hitting questions. In terms of resale, I think these will have some resale on them, and my prediction will be one of the two Drudy Performance colorways. I don't know which one, but in my opinion, these are the ones that have the most risk to them, but also maybe the most reward. The black is super clean and maybe could end up doing consistently good, but if there was one colorway that was to pop off and be like the biggest hit, like maybe we don't even know it, but the yellow one is limited to like 300 pairs. Right? And we just didn't know until it releases. That's my prediction. In terms of pricing, we don't even know what these are selling for MSRP, so I can't give any resale estimations quite yet. We'll have to just wait and see. But in my opinion, it's a pretty fun sneaker, an interesting release for sure, and stay tuned for more information on Supreme Week 3. I will be doing my full video most likely tomorrow. We do have a couple items set to release. Here is a little teaser: the Salt and Pepper Mills, the Pelican micron case, wow, the Snow White painted jacket with shot, and then the Clogposites. Looking like a lot of people are hating on these, and I love to see that, dude. Let's give these guys a fucking upvote. Maybe people are gonna just sleep the hell out of these. People can sleep all they want, and that's just more Clogposites for the true gentlemen enjoyers of fine sneaker cuisine. I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. It's been your boy Thomas, and I'm out. Peace and Buckies. See ya.